Music is supposed to be comforting, but me and my friends are never going to go sing any damn campfire songs again. We were out there in the middle of the woods, just like any other summer night. It was our end of summer bash, and we were going in full swing, completely aware of the ridiculousness of it all. My friends are 17, and I'm the oldest one there, as a whopping 18 years old. Officially an adult, and boy, I've never felt less like one. So, we were sitting around swapping old, stupid campfire songs, singing them more for irony's sake and a bit of nostalgia. Okay, so I remember, Kyle broke out this one that I remember hearing when I was a kid. It goes something like, how does it go? It's, I wear my silk pajamas in the summer when it's hot. I wear my flannel nightie in the winter when it's not. And sometimes in the springtime, and sometimes in the fall, I jump right in between the sheets with nothing on at all. And, it's set to the Battle Hymn of the Republic and all that. It's a stupid little song, and we all got a good laugh out of it, just out of sheer silliness sake. Now that song, as I'm sure many of you know, was originally set to the tune of the Battle Hymn of the Republic. And the Battle Hymn of the Republic is the old war hymn from the Union Army during the Civil War. So that's important to know, and that, I think, is the song that set off the chain of events that happened throughout the course of the night for reasons which will become apparent pretty soon. So we're just sitting out there continuing our silliness, and out in the middle of the woods and nowhere we hear a little whistle. Yeah, at first I didn't recognize it, but it kept on going, and then I recognized the tune. It was Dixieland. I guess you could call it the Confederates' answer to the Battle Hymn of the Republic. But that was a little unnerving. But, we're out in Virginia, and it's a pretty big campground. It's not unreasonable to think there was somebody else out there besides us. But on the other side, just north of us, came another whistle just a few minutes later. We started to get a little freaked out here. I mean, this campground had a history, of course, everywhere in Virginia. Pretty much if you kick a stone, you'll have it land on a Confederate battleground, Virginia being so heavily affected during the war. Then to our south, we heard another whistle, and it was a little bit closer. It was a little too close for comfort. We decided to go ahead and start moving and, just be on our toes in case somebody was trying to mess with us or whatever. And then, sure enough, maybe a minute or two later, up north, well, that was really entirely too close, and we decided to begin packing our stuff up. We hastily threw our stuff in the back of my friend's Jeep, and started packing stuff away. And we heard to the south again. We heard that whistle. And then to the north, not even 30 seconds. We got the tent in the back of the Jeep. We didn't even bother to unfold it. We just sort of grabbed the rods out and just rolled it up. and tossed it in the back of the Jeep. We hadn't even had anything in there, and it's a good thing we didn't, because I don't know what would have exactly happened if we hadn't got out of there when we did, because we were driving away, deciding to just move and go, when we heard a loud clamor. It must have been hundreds of gunshots. It was louder than any thunderstorm you've ever heard in your life, and if you've heard one gun go off, you think you've heard loud. Try an entire battalion's worth. We freaked out a little bit, and we called the cops. Of course, they found nothing, because that's the way it always works with these kind of stories. You know, the cops don't find anything. Well, the cops may not have found anything, but we did. We went back there to recover a few things that we'd accidentally left behind in our haste, and we noticed that near the old fire pit that we were using, there were a couple of shells that were lying on the ground there. Shells from weapons that were definitely not modern, and ball bearings that were old 6-shot repeater rifles. I only found that out later, but I had my suspicions at the time. So, when they say there was no evidence, I'm not saying that a bunch of ghosts just randomly went up there and shot it, but I'm just saying that we were definitely sitting on a spot where there had been a long and bloody battle, and my friend's decision to sing a stupid little campfire song brought about a lot of old bad memories. And this is why I don't like campfire songs. Not because they're annoying, but because, whether you know it or not, they all mean something. And you just don't know what it is until it's happening to you.